Good morning. You join me with my sunglasses on in a multi-storey car park under Liverpool 1. So it is record store day today, so we're starting the occasional vlog off by trying to get a record from the record store day. I've never done this before because, to be honest, there's never really been anything that interests me, but Oceansize have reissued a EP called Home and Minor, and that is on record store day special edition. Apparently there'll be enough copies to go around by the sounds of it, but I thought it'd be fun to come into town and try and get one. I've also promised another friend a copy of the same EP if I can find it, but it is strictly one per customer in the record stores, and there's only 2 record stores in the whole of Liverpool that are actually doing record store day and have this record potentially in stock. So let's see how we get on. One of the record stores literally opened on Thursday as well. You know you're in town early when the roads are this quiet. Sorry, the car park's this quiet. The roads were also quiet as well. It's probably coming up to 9 o'clock, so I am actually a little bit late for record store day. It kicks off at 8. So that might ruin me chances, but we'll see how we get on. The new record store is Rough Trade, and that's going to be the first one I go and have a look at, which I imagine will also have a queue just because it's new. Hopefully the Sheen pop-up shop will detract a lot of people and they'll go and queue there instead of the record stores. Can't see that happening. There's an town look ace this morning with the blue skies as well. And the new Rough Trade record store is on Hanover Street. So if you are coming to Liverpool and you want to see it, you just head down past John Lewis at the end, past Salt Tapas, and it's up here on across the road from Tittle Bay. Liverpool did say goodbye to the Level Tap gaming room, and we also said goodbye to the Mojo cocktail bar, indie type bar place as well. That moved here and closed 6 months later. We didn't even get a chance to try it. There is a queue outside the new Rough Trade. It's across the road next to the Premier. Happy days. I hate queuing. So the trick in this place is they give you this booklet with all the different albums and releases on it, and you just fill in what you want, and all being well, if they've got it in stock, you can have it. So I've gone for 2 items actually. There's another item I wanted. While I'm queuing this long, I might as well have a look. Get a couple of things, sorry. Pretty cool record store. It's literally opened on Thursday. You also do beers in here at some point, and also today free coffee. Very well organised in here. They brought the records to me. Well, it's one copy of it at least. All done, pretty well organised in there, as I say. Super quick. I'm going to actually take this back to the car before I head back out, because I don't want to have to carry it around all day with me. Well, all day, for another hour or 2. Because the other record store's a little bit further away. Plus, if I have this and they go, you can't have 2 copies because you've already bought. The Sheen queue is growing behind me. There's some sort of pop-up shop, I think it is. Anyway, next record store, 81 Renshaw. Up at the back of Old Street, over the back of Old Street, Rentrow Street actually. So this one is doing a Twitter post with all what they're selling out of. So between now and me getting the Oceansize isn't on the list, which I don't think it will be, I should be able to get a copy for my friend as well. Definitely get my step counting walking around town today, and I have come about this the worst way possible. I'm walking all the way up Bold Street and halfway back down. It's a pretty cool out alongside La Peria. I'm pouring out for the Mardi Gras, Liverpool Indie Club. Admittedly, the Mardi Gras closed in about 1998 or something like that, so not a recent occurrence. The queue had entirely gone for Rough Trade by the time I got out. No such luck with 81 Renshaw. It's the one across the road with the fantastic Paul Curtis artwork above it. Well, it's been 45 minutes and I can see the store. Well, that didn't go particularly well. They had 1 copy, but someone in the queue while I was waiting must have bought it because the Twitter hadn't updated. So I asked and they're like, oh, we don't have that one there. They were dead apologetic as well. So unfortunately I couldn't get a second copy for a friend. But, you know, you try, don't you? Anyway, it's a lovely day, so I'm going to have a little walk around for a bit and maybe think about what I'm going to do. Maybe get a drink or something. So while Record Store Day is about supporting indie record stores, not all of them are taking part in it. And one of my old favourites that I used to go to when I was at uni was Probe, so I'm just going to call in there and have a bit of a browse. Because there is something I wouldn't mind buying, and if they've got it, I might buy it. Save myself a few quid. They didn't have the record I wanted in stock. I don't think many places do, to be honest. I think it's more of a buy it direct from the artist thing, so I may well do that. I'm back. I was going to get a drink in town, but I've already spent enough money. It was £9.50 for parking. I always park in an expensive place because the car park's actually well secure there and everything, but it also is expensive. I should have just got the bus in. But yeah, I managed to get what I wanted. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get a second copy of Home and Minor for a friend, but I did get a copy. This is the first time it's been issued on 140 gram orange vinyl. It's the first time on vinyl, actually. It's only a 32-minute EP. This was 28 quid, rough trade. Probably not as cheap as some independent record stores. It's listed as prog rock. And the other one, which I bought just because I was queuing for that long, and I thought if I'm queuing I might as well buy something. First time on vinyl apparently is No Come Down by The Verve. I didn't think this was the first time this was issued on vinyl. Yeah, 30th anniversary outtakes and B-sides. Do you know what? I'm not even sure I ever owned this one on CD. Maybe I did, but yeah, this is like the era of Verve that you want to listen to when they were a bit shoegazy. Quite happy with that. That was so the Oceansize was 28 quid, which was a bit pricey, and that was 30, which was a bit pricey. I'm gathering that Rough Trade are a bit pricey, and some of the other places had the Oceansize down at 25. A bit disappointed I didn't get another copy, but I will say I really want to go back to 81 Renshaw when it's not Record Store Day, because the staff were absolutely lovely in there. They were just having a bit of a nightmare because it was hugely busy and their card machine was quite slow, so they were trying to get people through as quick as he could, but I still queued for an hour. I was on the verge of actually getting asking if they had the Charlatans picture disc as well, but as previously mentioned, spent enough money, so I didn't. The Charlatans picture disc is just it was the Indian Rope. I think it was just the single had been reissued on a picture disc. Gemma wanted donuts. I didn't see anywhere to get donuts. I did see somewhere to get donuts, but it was just a Dunkin' Donuts stall. So I went to a brownie place that was selling brownies just by the escalator for the car park and picked up some brownies. They look really nice actually as well, so hopefully she likes them. Anyway, rest of the day I'm going to sit down for a bit, catch my breath, have a can of Coca-Cola, pet some kitty cats, see how we get on. Might go and listen to my records actually, because I've still got that low record that I bought the other week from HMV. Well, it's very orange. This is a lot more chill for Oceansize than normally, quite loud, but this album's a little bit more chill. Also, I should say it's not the end of the road as far as getting copies of this. I wasn't able to get a second copy today, but all the copies that aren't sold in all the record stores up and down the country can be sold online on Monday. So all being well, my friend will get a copy as well. Andally, I'm listening to records because all of our internet is currently on the blink. We're getting huge amounts of packet loss today. So Virgin Media are apparently looking into that, and it should be fixed by Monday. But right now, I'm back to the old ways as far as music's concerned, which, I mean, let's be honest, it's probably better. Rough Trade also had a copy of Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness on a box set vinyl, and I have to say I was tempted. When I've just checked online, it's about 105 quid. Gemma? And I've just, when I was doing my research last night, there was a couple of other record stores in the area that were doing it as well. There was Defend on Smithdown Road. They just didn't have the Oceansize record in stock. You kind of have to request them, so I'm hoping whoever at Renshaw requested the Oceansize EP was the guy or girl, whoever bought it. If they only had the one copy, I was kind of thinking maybe if someone requested it, maybe get 3 just in case, but I can understand why with the small record shops. And there was also Dig Vinyl, which I think the one that they were doing record store on is Over the Water on the Wirral, and they do have a branch on Bold Street as well. So there's loads of record stores in Liverpool now, and I've kind of always ever gone to Probe, so maybe I need to go and explore a little bit more. I'll still go back to Probe now and then, Old Habits and all that lot. Probe doesn't have a huge selection of records, and like they only have a couple of racks, so it's hit and miss whether you're going to get anything in there. But I guess the question is, would I do the record store thing again? And I guess probably I would, if it was, something came out that I wanted to listen to buy. But a lot of it tends to be EPs that are I picked up the 2 EPs, didn't I? Or things I've already got, because there's like a Sabbath reissue that were really good, but I've already got Paranoid by Black Sabbath. My sister got it me for Christmas, and I don't want another copy of it. Even I'm not that big a collector. Although that said, with some of the Oceansize stuff, it seems to be going that way, and Mike Van Aert's stuff as well. I think round here somewhere I have 2 copies of his new album. I don't know where they've gone. One of them is on tape, one of them's on CD, and there's a record version of it in the post. Will be in the post next week, which is like a super limited edition handmade version. I don't know where my Van Aert stuff's gone now. The cats have been all over here, so I hope they've not knocked it down the back or something. It was literally staring at me. I didn't look hard enough. CD version. The CD version comes on one of those black CDs that you used to get with the PlayStation. And this is the super limited tape version. I don't even have anything to play it on. But if I very gently undo that, it's got all the album artwork on the inside. And the tape's even got the artwork on it. Cool as that. Also, there's the t-shirt for it. Completionist collector now. That's not like me normally. I normally buy 1 copy and I'm done. Have a listen to me low record now. Love this album. It's so good. So I'm sitting here going, the run out on this track's taking ages. I think it's got a lot groove. It's just going to do this forever. Side 2 starts with like one of my all-time favourite songs now. Really, really pretty song. Called Days Like These by Though. Have a listen. I can't put it all on here, obviously. I also took a bit of time this afternoon to repair this vintage Lego set. I built it, then the cats knocked it down. So now it's going to go on the shelf somewhere where they can't knock it down. And then they'll probably find another way to knock it down anyway, but we'll see what happens. He's just chilling, enjoying a bit of low as well. And finishing up my listening with this Verve EP that I bought. Well, it's not an EP, it's a compilation. You can tell the difference in quality on the vinyl, and this is a lot thinner than the Oceansize one. There you go. Music fact. The Verve, prior to this, were called Verve. There's a Verve record label, so they had to rename themselves to The Verve. And then post this on this record. And if I dug out this considerably older copy of Verve, She's a Superstar, you can indeed say that the band is called Verve and not The Verve. This was before they got told to stop. That is a very cool cover though, isn't it? I think I paid about £4 for this from a Hurry Records second hand on Bold Street. Long since closed down that record store. Sells for about 30 now. I think I did pretty well at Hurry Records back in the day with Verve Records, because I got my Voyager 1 copy from there for a tenner, and that now sells for over £150, even though it's a bootleg of a bootleg that's not really a bootleg. That's confusing. Having a bit of a route through my old CDs. I got rid of loads of CDs like years ago, but I did keep some of like my favourite bits, including some of my old Verve stuff. So The Verve when history. These are a bit mucky. When they were just Verve, Gravity, Grave and Blue. Loads of Oceansize stuff here, including the CD copy. I've just realised I got this. This is the CD copy of the record I just bought. 32 minutes of exclusive material. Digging a bit further in my Oceansize, I found my Music for Nurses EP, which I'd not seen for ages. And, more importantly, A Very Still Movement. This is the first EP that I bought by them. When I first saw them live, it's like super limited edition version of it as well. It's like, I think they only released like 1,000 copies of this total, I don't know. everything on here was pre-recorded when they eventually released their album. And this is one of my favourite Verve pieces of music as well. Very pretty. I love this era of Verve, they're just so chill. And while I was listening to this track, I remembered it's actually a B-side from this single, All in the Mind. It's One Way to Go. This is the first Verve EP. And also, I think we've talked in the past about, well, I've talked in the past about I want to go and visit places where I used to go and hang around when I was a youngster in Wigan. We could actually go here. It's in Wigan Park. You can tell because, well, you can tell because it's Wigan Park, but also that statue there, standard was you rubbed his foot and walked around him, and it was for good luck. And they obviously wheeled a couple of couches in and got the album cover there. Sorry, the single cover. Additionally there it says sleeve design and art direction Brian Cannon from Microdot. Brian Cannon went on to do things like Oasis album covers, so definitely Maybe for example. While I'm sitting here, I've noticed that this has been fussed with, and also we come down here past my dusty amp and under the dusty shelf. Who's that hiding at the back? And which one of these two is responsible? Now I need to find out what set he came from. I think he's the pizza guy. Caught ya. You're a nutter. Back with the sunglasses on again. I'm going to go and pick Gemma up from work. But look at Cat. He's fast asleep on the picnic table in the sun. He called over for some food earlier, so he's just curled up there instead. Well, I say instead, I did feed him as well. Sometimes when you're saying things on the like on a vlog, you say the first thing that comes into your head and it doesn't make any sense. Speaking of cats, the other two are here, Reggie and Arch. They're both waiting for the dinner, but they'll get it when I get back from picking Gemma up. Gemma's home, and she's standing in the corner looking weird.
I don't know how to take it.
She's taking she's taking a selfie for a cruise card or whatever.
I just turned it round. Oh God's sake.
Penis smile. Archie's not taking part. Gemma said I did scary eyes, so whenever we leave the ship I'll have to do this.
Scary, scary eyes.
Gemma's still home. You're right.
Diet.
We're all checked in for our cruise though, aren't we?
Yes.
You did all the stuff that we need to do.
Just need to print off the boarding passes because I needed stuff from home before I could. I didn't realise, but I can print that off next week. So.
Cool. We've got tonight a bit of a carpet picnic off this table. There's a halloumi, a garlic bread, and there's some fried chicken. Some fried chicken and some chicken pops in, chicken bites, and a very tired Gemma.
So busy and wet today.
Yeah. And now we're gonna fill her full of beer and food.
And obviously.
And brownie.
10 o'clock, I'm predicting.
Probably because.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
He's looking like.
And Gemma was just saying Reggie stole my seats as well. He likes to do this. The minute you step up, he gets into the warm spot in the crack there. It smells of trumps. Chicken. Got some southern frieds and some chicken bites. These are the stuff we get from Taylor's. They're really nice as well. Look at this madam here. Lying down in the cutest position ever.
Used to be like one of your French girls, Jake.
All the little legs tucked in. And the nice thing about Pixie is you can just go in for the belly rub. And because she's such a gentle girl, she won't grab you. She just stretches out like a cutie. Bacon roll.
Bacon rolls.
Enjoy, honey.
Lovely.
I should have just used the grill.
No, it's fine.
And my hinge broke on the bread.
Oh no.
It's a disaster. Sunday activity is our semi-regular wander around Dobbies, though we never buy anything. It's a nice sunny day though. We infrequently buy anything. Gemma's shopping for bistro sets. We do need new chairs. You fancy a pizza oven? Your friend's got one of these, he said it's dead good. Pricey though. I was just saying, maybe it's time Gemma considered buying a new clematis, because when we used to have Holly Dog, one day we used to have a clematis just at the back of the garden on a trellis. And one day Gemma looked out in the garden, the dog was running around the garden with the clematis in its mouth. And a few weeks later she had the trellis as well. What have you found?
A pretty beetle.
A pretty beetle. Oh, we've seen them before, haven't they? The
It's very pretty.
little blue beetles. Queen of Sweden. Summer Song. Roald Dahl. There's a busy bee pollinating. These are very pretty. We badly need some of this for the front garden. And then more gravel. It's another job I keep putting off. We actually bought things. We're going to buy a flutter butter and some bird feeder stuff and some new garden lanterns. We are back home and tucking into our brownies from, what was the company called? The Brownie Company UK or something like that. I just called it to this random place at like one of these little trailer things in Liverpool 1, and they were selling brownies. It was 11 quid for 4 of them. Really nice actually, really light. Brownie can be a bit stodgy, can't it? Anyway, I'm going to stop filming a brownie and eat it. In our shop, I picked up a succulent on my windowsill where I'm working, and Gemma picked up a fly trap thing. We picked these off the for kids section because they're probably less likely for us to kill them. Colours on that are really nice though. And as previously mentioned, Gemma got a flutter butter. Apparently we can get refills for this on Amazon much cheaper than the garden centre, so she'll probably set that up at some point soon. I got this heavy duty peanut feeder. It's a bit dusty actually, but pretty decent. Paid a little bit more than I normally would because they do get battered, don't they, over time. And this one will also catch the bits of peanuts so it won't land on the floor. I'm sure the robin will appreciate some of that maybe. Oh, blue tits, woodpeckers and nuthatches. We used to get woodpeckers though, so you never know, we might be able to get them back again. And we picked up these party torches, these little LED doodads. So we'll probably put these out now in a minute as well. First time since we got this garden storage, I just pulled everything out, give it a good sweep. Cleaned up the barbecue for the rest of the year. A few bits need to go back in there. I can't find the attachment for the hosepipe for the sink. Don't know what we've done with it, so I can't do any pressure washing until I find that. So plans for the garden. We were going to put another shed in, but then I had another decision. We're going to move these blue bells, put them somewhere nice. And then we're going to flag, there's just some basic flags on some strong builder's sand, out, down to here, and have another garden storage here. And that's going to be for my bikes. So it's going to be a bit bigger than that one probably. I'm going to put my bikes in it. I'm going to put 2 of the bikes in, one of them's getting stripped down for parts, assuming the frame has rusted as much as I think it has. And anything outside the old shed then is either going in these storages or in the bin. Then the old shed is probably going to get abandoned until I've got time to bring it down. Once I get the pressure washer sorted, new attachment, this is going to get washed because something's been living in it in the winter. We do have a rodent that occasionally runs through, so I wonder if it shelters under here sometimes. And then obviously the cushions, once it's all clean, we'll put back on. And that sheet will either be washed or replaced. I think I'd rather wash it because it is a new one. It just didn't do very well this winter because of the amount of rain we had. We're getting there. Slow progress because everything seems to be missing or hiding. We even cleaned the table off. So that's going to remain clean now until the next time we do washing, and then we'll just throw loads more on it. Sorry. We're going to need to find ourselves a nice Norway picture for the wall of travel. I forgot to vlog our dinner, but we had nice chicken and chips. Gravy. It was lovely. Didn't find a hosepipe adapter for the pressure washer, so I've had to order a new one. I'm sure now that I've ordered a new one, I'll find it. Well, we're just catching up with a bit of Danny Rate My Takeaways in Liverpool. I was just across the road from where I was stood getting the records the other day. I don't know whether it was the same day. But what are we doing tomorrow?
Going to the
Zoo. And you can come you can watch our vlog of it. We will probably do another separate vlog of the zoo because we haven't done an update since Snow Leopards, have we?
No.
So we'll get another one done because we know people like them ones. So yeah, we'll do that and then we'll catch up with you when we get back. Well, that actually reminds me, our broadband's still down. Well, it's not down, but it's pretty much useless. So we're basically now using Gemma's mobile phone as a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Because I have unlimited.
Yeah, you've got unlimited. I cheaped out and went for 30 gig. I said cheaped out. I just went SIM only, didn't I? So I don't get quite as much data as you. Still more than I'd normally need. But Virgin are still saying it's going to be fixed for tomorrow. So fingers crossed, because I will need it on Tuesday to do work. Otherwise, I might end up in the office. Well, it's Monday morning and someone's waiting for his breakfast, so we better get that sorted fairly sharpish. Well, we are home from a nice day at the zoo. There will be a video for that, so that'll be its own thing. You have a nice day home?
I did, yeah.
Good. Doing tonight then?
Drinking coffee from the
Oh,
House of Sumatra.
you got House of Sumatra coffee. That's Chester Zoo's brand of coffee. It's very nice, actually. It's the one we had at lunch today. Sounds good.
I think
We'll just have coffee all night, and then I'll be like this. Look, so far so good on the table.
The only thing that's been on it is cats.
Yep. So there'll be little bum prints all over it.
I do need to put a wash now, actually.
Oh, that's it then. It'll be full of washing later. You do some pots as well. It's like a never-ending pile of pots. Oh, and look, Madam's found the tasty sticks. There's one left in there for her, actually. Although, to be honest, Reggie really likes those, and Reggie doesn't eat a lot of stuff, so maybe he can have that, and she can have some Dreamies, because she really likes Dreamies. All three of them here, look. You right, Arch? What we will do is enjoy the last piece of the blondie that we got from the brownies. This one's mini egg, it's good as well. We decided to go with Noya Concept tonight for tea again. Nice mixed grill. Gemma did forget to add the rice, but it looks good otherwise, doesn't it? Scratch that, we have some rice. Looks good, looks even better now. Well, it looks like it's got a big pile of rice on top of it now. It's Tuesday morning, and Gemma's watching the webcam. It's one of the stop-offs that we'll be making on our cruise. It does appear to be snowing, doesn't it? Yeah. You've got one on your phone, haven't you? You can actually control it. On a phone, you can actually see the ship that we're sailing in. It's just docked, yeah. Very nice. It wouldn't be our garden in the summer if we didn't have a horrendous amount of LED tart. Flame ones on the right are the ones we picked up from Dobbies at the weekend. And I also picked these ones up from Amazon. They're actually quite bright, those ones, aren't they? And they do change colour, although you can have them on warm white as well. Fantastic, I love it. Anyway, I think we're going to end this weekly vlog now because we're pretty much heading into the midweek point where I want to get it edited. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later, Jem.
Bye.
Bye.